Okay, very well there. Uh, we are back. So good morning. Hope the audio is fine. I see most of you are and fine. Very good. So we'll start off with CRISP-DM framework. You got the idea why it is required. See, being a data scientist or being a data analyst, you can get data from any domain. Your client might be coming from any business, any domain, any industry, and well, it is next to impossible for anybody to be, to be conversant with all the industries. हर इंडस्ट्री के कुछ अंडरलाइंग करंट्स होते हैं, कुछ ट्रेड सीक्रेट्स होते हैं. So only those industry people know that. So everybody doesn't know it. Now, being data scientist, can you follow a certain queue to at least have a reasonable understanding of the domain which you are dealing with? How to go about this data science project? So CRISP-DM framework is exactly that. It is a broad guideline which walks you through various steps of a data science project. CRISP-DM framework, it stands for Cross Industry Standard Process. Cross Industry Standard Process for Data Mining. That's CRISP-DM framework. So we will walk step by step, and eventually we will be able to accomplish a good project be it coming from any industry. So I'm saying, so these are broad guidelines. I'm not saying they are easy, but still, still it is a way. So we start off with the first things. Think about it. What should be done? A client sits. You are at your client, or client is at yours, or your place. What do you do with them? They are having business problem, and they are just having business problem. You will wonder when it happens. You know, in my consultant tenure, it happened a lot. We are at the client's place, and he or she is just having problem. That this is my problem, and do something about it. Go ahead, do wonders. What could be the first thing that you should get interested in? So the first step is business understanding. We try to understand the business. What is the industry? What are some tangibles and non-tangibles of this industry? What are tangibles and non-tangibles of something? Anything? You are getting or no? We understand business and broadly we think of two things when it comes to understand business. One is the problem statement. That is what I am saying that we should understand in that should be tangibles. Tangibles. Tangible means measurable, solid, physical, yes, which can be seen or touched or felt. So what's the problem? The client may be making a very vague statement. मेरी कॉस्ट कटिंग करा दो, मेरा प्रॉफिट ठीक करा दो, मेरे मशीन से ब्रेकडाउन बहुत हो रहे हैं. नो यू डोंट गो लाइक इट लाइक दैट. कॉस्ट कटिंग करा दो. कितनी कॉस्ट आ रही है, किन किन हेड से आ रही है, कितनी कम करने की सोच रहे हो. गेटिंग द आइडिया. So putting the problem statement into numbers as solid as possible. Another part is this part we are calling intangible. So that is also something. Intangible, okay, intangible. It is already intangible. It is intangible. We are calling it because it won't be in number form. In fact, you will not even see this coming towards you. If I put this, well, with an example, नोकिया का फोन रखा है आपने. सभी ने रखा होगा शायद कभी ना कभी. खुद ने रखा होगा तो पेरेंट्स के पास रहा होगा, देखा जरूर होगा. ये the good old days when there used to be the keypad phones with white light or different kinds of colored lights. Batteries were removable. So if you recall that time, I don't know if somebody is very young, so maybe you don't remember. Yeah, but there were times, early 2000s, in fact, even later in that decade, Nokia was almost having monopoly. But it was not the market leader. It was almost monopoly. It was king of the market. That kind of monopoly. That kind of market share they are holding. Perhaps 80%, 90% something. Be it any phone, be it from any budget, eventually it is Nokia. Yes, no, maybe, some sound. Not very enthusiastic example seems like that. But okay. और आजकल क्या हाल है? इस समय क्या हाल चाल है नोकिया के? जिंदा है. जिंदा तो है पर वेंटिलेटर में है। यस और नो? तो स्ट्रगलिंग। What do you think went wrong? What do you think went wrong? The strategy. What strategy? अच्छा. Actually, yes, Deepak. Actually, the reason was that it was not about Windows and Android giant that came way too later. कहानी उससे पहले खत्म हो चुकी थी. प्रॉब्लम इनके साथ ये था कि वो बदलना नहीं चाहते थे. दे वर काइंड ऑफ अ सेट दैट हम तो यही करेंगे और करते ही रहेंगे. और वो करते रहे. इन बिटवीन कहीं से एंड्रॉइड आया. सैमसंग ने पिकअप किया और खा पी के चला गया मार्केट से. जब तक उन्हें होश आया कि विंडोज करना है या एंड्रॉइड करना है या कुछ करना है, तब तक तो खेल खत्म हो चुका था. So it is said about Nokia in the industry that what Nokia did wrong was that they did nothing. Actually, this is the truth. This is that's the way it happened. Really, they did nothing. They were not ready to do anything. Take it in, intangible. There are no numbers to it. It is about the mindset. And still, being data scientist, you have to see this coming. It's your job, no? you you will try to see this coming. You will try to get the hang of this. So that's business understanding. Now you know the problem statement. Now you understand the industry a little bit. Now you understand the nuances involved. So you are at a certain comfort level. The second step where we go for is that's data understanding. We try to understand the data at hand. What is the data you have with you? What is the data available to you? And do you understand it fully? What are the observations? What are the columns? What are the variables? To understand data, how do you understand data? How can you understand data? Google Colab. Yes, Rushi. It is fantastic platform. Fantastic platform. Awesome things happening under the umbrella of Google. So to understand data, usually what happens is we call it data dictionary or data description kind of thing. So along with every data set, there usually goes a data dictionary. There is a file which explains what are the variables. For now, your data source, uh, I have been your data source so far. I provide you data and I explain that data for a while. So there can be a data dictionary already. Second thing, just what I said, whenever we are delivering something at client's site, I would demand for a POC. Currently, they are calling it SPOC. They are getting more specific. What is that? Oh, you get this acronym? POC and SPOC. Yes, exactly. See, when we are in the initial phase, when I am discussing, when I'm into this phase, I'm being awarded the project and I'm in this phase, that is the time I would be meeting very senior people, maybe CEO also, maybe AVP, plant heads, GMs, those kind of people. But once this phase is through, for data, what data I need, if this data I'm not getting what this data is, if I need some further data, if I need some clarification, I cannot, uh, you are getting the gist. Yeah, for God's sake, don't call a GM or don't call a CEO every now and then. So I usually ask for a point of contact whom I can give a day-to-day call. So that's another source for data understanding which could happen. And last but not the least, you know him very well. You are living in Google Edge, so you can always run to internet for similar kinds of data and similar kinds of problems if there is anything public about them. In fact, that's what you have done already, like Stack Overflow, GitHub, Stats Exchange. देख लिए होंगे ये तो सब अब तक गूगल मार के पहुंच गए हो ना यहाँ तक तो अरे पहुंच गए हो तो कोरा पे ही होगी जिन प्लेटफॉर्म्स के मैं नाम ले रहा हूँ कोरा पे पाइथन तो नहीं करता चलो ठीक है हाँ तभी यार के कोड ढूंढ रहे हो next comes is the stage which is well which speaks for itself. Heard of this? Heard of this EDA? If you are if you look through uh, some job descriptions, you will find that out. For especially for starting roles, job descriptions will be like expert at EDA, EDA mandatory, that kind of thing. For data analyst roles, initial not very senior roles, but EDA will be mandatory for the starting roles. It stands for exploratory data analysis. And specifically to data science projects, it is by far the most boring, longest, hardest part. At the same time, most important too. You have not heard these terms. Why so dead silence, people? नहीं सुना ये term? Why I am calling that this exploratory data analysis is very important, the longest part and toughest part and this and that because it is all together these three stages. That's EDA. That's why I'm calling it. Usually it takes, I'm not surprised if it takes more than 50% of time. If it takes around 60 to 70% of the time in a project, I mean, that's not a surprise. So That kind of work would be involved. देख लो ना, बचेगा ही क्या? बचेगी क्या? Data preparation, because it is called, now data preparation doesn't only mean anomalies. There are other things also. I will come to that. There is saying that garbage in, garbage out. So data should be well prepared for further stages. Then it comes to data mining, when we look for patterns, trends, and reverse trends, which inevitably involves data visualization. So we have to create visualizations also. So let's see what is the work involved in EDA. One is very much evident and very much obvious to all of you. हाँ जी, डेटा प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट, सबसे पहले तो यू विल नीड टू क्लीन अप द डेटा. वन थिंग दैट बिकम्स अ मैंडेट. Yes or no? Garbage in, garbage out. If your data is not proper, it is not clean enough, it is already is having so many anomalies, it is going to toss your analysis sooner than later. So you know all the drill. You have seen all that. What you need to clean. What do you need to clean in a data set? देख रखा है वो तो कई बार देख चुके हो. क्या क्या आता है? केस मिसमैच, मिसिंग वैल्यूज, इनवैलिड वैल्यूज, डुप्लीकेसी. अरे है ना, किया तो था, कर तो चुके हो एक दो डेटा सेट ऐसे. Then comes this डेटा मैनिपुलेशन कह सकते हो इसको. किसी को फैंसी टर्म्स में बोलें तो फीचर इंजीनियरिंग भी कहते हैं. फीचर इंजीनियरिंग इज ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ a kind of data manipulation. Now, what is data manipulation? What is data manipulation, and is it different from data cleaning? Yes, actually. See, data manipulation is different from data cleaning in the sense, suppose I have, suppose like like Flipkart or Amazon, you are making an order. They are having an address column. Obviously, they have address of their client, right? तो कैसा होगा ये कॉलम? कैसे वैल्यूज चल रहे होंगे इसमें? हाउस नंबर, हाउस नंबर होगा, देन मे बी सोसाइटी नेम, द स्ट्रीट, yes or no? Maybe landmark, maybe city, maybe finally pin. ऐसे ही तो होगा. तो क्या एनालिसिस करूँ इसका? See, there is a column address. It is written in a particular way. House number, street, landmark, city, this and that. And okay, all good. तो डेटा क्लीन ही है. ये डेटा क्लीन ही है, इसमें कोई कमी नहीं है. लेकिन मेरे किस काम का? मेरे किसी काम आ रहा है? एज सच मेरे काम नहीं आ रहा। रीजन भी, अरे हाँ, एज लॉन्ग एज देर आर टू कस्टमर्स हु आर लिविंग एट द सेम एड्रेस, ये जनरली यूनिक ही होगा हर कस्टमर के लिए। अरे यस और नो, अमेजोन के लिए सारे कस्टमर अपने अपने एड्रेस पे मंगा रहे हैं अनलेस एंड अनटिल। हाँ मोस्टली, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि मैंडेटरी है सबके लिए होगा, बट नो, अनलेस एंड अनटिल दे आर काइंड ऑफ husband and wife, brother and sisters, landlord and tenant, unless and until that kind of thing happening, usually यूनिक होगा। क्या एनालिसिस करूँ उसका? तो डेटा क्लीन है लेकिन काम का नहीं है। However, if I am able to manipulate this data, मैं यहाँ से सिटी निकाल लूँ, एक नया कॉलम बना देता हूँ सिटी, और इन सारे कस्टमर्स की सिटी एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लूँ वहाँ पे किसी तरह से। हाँ जी, अब कुछ बात बन जाएगी, अब कुछ हो सकता है। हाँ, अब कुछ एनालिसिस हो सकता है। नाउ आई कैन डू सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। अब मैं देख सकता हूँ क्या दिल्ली के कस्टमर्स डिफरेंट बिहेव करते हैं इंदौर के कस्टमर से, या जयपुर के कस्टमर से, या पुणे के कस्टमर से। मे बी पेमेंट मेथड अलग अलग हैं। मे बी मेरे को शायद ये समझ आ जाए कि मैं अपना प्राइम फीचर कहाँ पिच कर सकता हूँ। मे बी मेरे को समझ आ जाए कि डिलीवरी स्पीड्स के बारे में कुछ किया जा सकता है क्या, कस्टमर मे बी कस्टमर इज पेइंग अटेंशन टू दैट। तो हाउ टू ल्यूर द कस्टमर, मे बी सिटी वाइज कुछ पैटर्न मिल जाए। ठीक है, तो आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग अ क्रड एग्जांपल, बट आई होप आई एम मेकिंग सेंस। यू आर गेटिंग इट? तो डेटा क्लीन ही था, लेकिन एज सच मेरे काम नहीं आ रहा था, तो मैंने क्या किया, एक नया कॉलम बना दिया उस डेटा से, उस डेटा को मैनिपुलेट करके। तो दैट्स डेटा मैनिपुलेशन। इसी को फीचर इंजीनियरिंग भी कहते हैं। ये जो काम किया है तुमने अभी, फ्रॉम द एग्जिस्टिंग फीचर विच इज नॉट ऑफ दैट मच यूज, द एग्जिस्टिंग फीचर इज नॉट दैट यूजफुल, या तो बिल्कुल काम का नहीं है, या चलो है तो ज्यादा काम का नहीं है। यहाँ से हम एक ऐसा फीचर बना रहे हैं विच इज डबल ओके, विच इज यूजफुल। So this is called feature engineering. एक तरह से एक नया वेरिएबल डेवलप कर लिया तुमने। ठीक है, ये बड़े बड़े नाम रख रखे हैं इनके, फीचर इंजीनियरिंग। ओह, पता नहीं क्या बना दिया, कुछ नहीं किया, एक कॉलम ही निकाला। ठीक है जी, so far so good. Should we break for a while? ये चलता रहूं अभी, क्या कहते हो? ओके, ओके, लेट्स डू वन थिंग, लेट्स ब्रेक फॉर अ while. It's it's 9:50 by my clock, so we resume at 10. Okay, just to be back in time. See you there. Hi again. Hope everybody is back. Okay, good to see. Yes, please tell me if somebody. I would know at least how many are here. Very well. So we just figured data cleaning, data manipulation, both are part of ETL. Then we move ahead to something called univariate analysis. Now, what is that? What is univariate analysis? Somebody? हाँ, अरे वही तो नाम है इसका. ना नाम देखते हुए समझ नहीं आ रहा. Univariate analysis. Univariable. एक variable at a time. That's univariate. क्या? हाँ जी, univariate. Single variable, one variable at a time. You remember that Spark Funds exercise? You delivered that project. How did it feel when you received the dataset? How did the things look when you received that dataset? It was overwhelming, right? To an extent. Well, later on you got to know that there are questions, which questions you have to answer, and that would be the flow of your analysis. But what if you were clueless? As it will happen. It will happen. Nobody is going to tell you that these questions you have to answer. You have to create your questions and you have to answer them. There will be a data set and there will be a problem statement. That's all on you. So these are the so univariate gives a certain idea about if, if nothing seems like going, so this is one way to do it. You start off with one variable, looking at one variable at a time. You start with the first column, okay, whether it is categorical, whether it is continuous. If it is categorical, then what are the categories? Are these categories okay, not okay, logical, non-logical? If it is continuous, let's look at different things. Are there any anomalies here? Is there an outlier here? Is there some invalid values? Invalid values like negative number in age, invalid values like age less than 18 for credit card holders. You got the idea? So that kind of thing, in these kind of things, univariate analysis helps really. So if you are clueless about what to do next, better start off with one variable at a time. Next comes is, Hanji, what should come next? What could come next after univariate analysis? हाँ, यही तो दिया है हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम ने हमें आज तक। तो यूनि के बाद बाई आता है, बाई के बाद ट्राई आता है। यही तो पढ़ा है हमने पूरी स्कूल लाइफ। एक्चुअली दैट एक्चुअली ये बाईवेरिएट एनालिसिस। तो बाईवेरिएट मीन्स, बाईवेरिएट का मतलब क्या हुआ? नाउ टू वेरिएबल्स एट अ टाइम, बट विच टू? हाँ जी, कौन से दो का एनालिसिस करोगे? So it with this comes the concept of target and independent variable. So here is the term target variable. See, usually when you will be analyzing something, and especially in predictive modeling, it will happen. When you analyze something, when you are going towards predictive modeling, there would be a variable of interest. कर कर देखा है तुमने टाइटेनियम में क्या था? वेरिएबल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. There are several variables. There may be 10 variables, or there may be 50 variables. There may be 100 variables, and then there is a variable of interest. अरे टाइटेनियम पे देखा था विजुअलाइजेशन करके आप लोगों ने, क्या था वेरिएबल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट वहां पे? ठीक है, गेटिंग द आइडिया. So there would be a data set. There would be usually there would be a column of interest if it is for mm, like the Titanic data set. The variable we were trying to locate is survival. So it was always a target variable versus some other variable on behalf of something else, or on basis of something else. So that other variable, that is called independent variable. So that is the idea of bivariate analysis. I am trying to see कि मेरे target variable पे बाकी जो variables हैं उनको एक एक करके देखूंगा. तो यही करके देखा भी था आप लोगों ने. You kept survival there, whether the passengers are surviving or not, and you were looking that against, well, passenger age, passengers fare, passengers traveling class, this and that and whatnot. So that is the idea of bivariate analysis. And think about it, actually यही तो analysis है. यही तो analysis है. यही पूछ रहा है क्लाइंट आपसे. बाकी सब मोह माया है. बाकी सब जो कुछ भी कर रहे हो. अरे क्लाइंट कौन है आपका? वो यही तो कह रहा है. जितनी भी बात हुई है आज तक, स्पार्क फंड से लेके आज तक, हर क्वेश्चन में कुछ किसी ना किसी इन दिस वे और दैट बाइवेरिएट हो रहा है. मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट करूं तो फंडिंग टाइप क्या रहनी चाहिए? फंडिंग टाइप ऐसी हो तो कंट्री कौन सी रहनी चाहिए? यस और नो? पैसेंजर सर्वाइव किए तो किन चीजों की वजह से किए? नहीं कर पाए तो किन चीजों की वजह से नहीं कर पाए? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बात हो रही थी, रोनाल्डो गोल कर पाया कि नहीं कर पाया? हाँ कर पाया, तो किन चीजों पर डिपेंड कर रहा होगा? So eventually you are answering this question, that there is your target variable, a variable of interest, on what things the result of this target variable depending. What are the factors which impact your target variable? तो सेल्स बढ़ेगी कि नहीं, प्राइस इतना रख दें कि नहीं, इस चीज का कॉस्ट कटिंग होगा पाएगा कि नहीं, पैसेंजर सर्वाइव किए कि नहीं, एम्प्लॉय छोड़ के जाएगा कि नहीं, ये कस्टमर डिफॉल्ट करेगा कि नहीं। और हाँ जी, देखोगे कैसे सर, कैसे करोगे बाई वेरिएट? कैसे दिखेगा तुम्हें ये बाई वेरिएट होता हुआ कि ये पैसेंजर कि ये टारगेट वेरिएबल डिपेंड कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है? ग्राफ्स, बेसिकली विजुअलाइजेशन। और कैसे देखोगे? So these are all the things which will come under the umbrella of EDA. Moreover, on purpose, I have now not put serial numbers here. Reason being, EDA is iterative process. It does not mean that this would be the sequence of this. You may need to iterate multiple times. For example, perhaps डेटा क्लीनिंग कर लिया, बाद में जब यूनिवेरिएट पे पहुंचे तो देख रहे हो कि अभी तो डेटा क्लीन होने से रह गया है, तो बैक। पता लगा डेटा मैनिपुलेशन कर चुके थे, जितना ठीक लग रहा था वो कर लिया, जब बाईवेरिएट पे पहुंचे, विजुअलाइजेशन बनाने लगे तो देखा कि इस मैनिपुलेशन से कोई रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा, इससे बेटर कुछ मैनिपुलेशन हो सकता है, कोई नया फीचर डेवलप किया जा सकता है। देयर शुड हैव बीन अ फीचर इंजीनियर। बैक। ओके, well, scraping, Rushil, it is not about what you are doing, it is all about you, what you want to call it. You are doing web scraping, but for what? Are you just, it can be part of data prep, it can be data mining also if you wish to call it. Yeah. It can be even data gathering. You are just collecting data for now. वो सब बाकी काम तो बाद में हो। So this much is included in EDA. Okay, I missed that part. Okay, yes, guys, please drop a present just now. Everybody, please drop present. Leave everything else. Just drop present first. Everybody, please don't miss that. Next in line comes is model building. After EDA, your data is properly ready. You have cleaned the data set, so it is ready for model. You have created new variables which are making more sense, which may be more helpful. You have seen manually by doing some univariate bivariate analysis that what is working which way. So you have already a certain idea that your target variable is depending on what things. So when you come to predictive models, you have a certain idea which variable would be impacting my target variable. So predictions में वो variable they are going to play a part. Visualization is for you also, and visualization is for presentation purpose also. Your findings, okay, you know that, you know analysis, you know coding. Your client doesn't know. Your boss, maybe he also doesn't know. Maybe your CEO, she also doesn't know. Coming to model building, so that is the phase when predictive modeling happens. We will start. This is the place where machine learning happens actually. अभी तक जो भी आप कर रहे थे, this is your analysis. You were doing it. Now it is machine learning phase. You are throwing the data into a black box kind of thing. What is black box? Black box being your machine in this case. So you have just thrown a data and there will be some algorithms running. There would be some mathematics going on behind the scene and it is going to give you certain predictions that if this has been happening in past, what would happen in some near future. Uh, right? So you have manually checked what is happening, then you are cross-checking it with the machine. Machine is telling you some predictions. However, you are not very certain. We call it model evaluation or model validation. We will try to validate the result given by this model. This model is producing result. It is saying that for next 6 months, sales is going to be like this. Should I believe that blindly? So, despite machine is doing its job, I am not very much convinced. Even then, I would like to evaluate that result. So we do that. Model evaluation is the next stage. And if everything goes fine, you have seen this. You have seen in bivariate which independent variable will impact your target variable. You build the model. Your model is also telling you some similar story. You have validated the result given by your model. You see that जो मॉडल ने बताया था कि आपका सेल्स अगले 6 महीने तक ऐसा ऐसा जाने वाला है, तो मे बी आई विल सी दैट अच्छा नेक्स्ट 7 डेज तो वैसा सही हो रहा है जैसा मेरा मॉडल कह रहा था। एक हफ्ता 10 दिन 15 दिन मैं देख रहा हूँ कि वैसा ही ऐसा हो रहा है जैसा मेरा मॉडल कह रहा था, सारी बातें ठीक लग रही हैं। तो नाउ इट सीम्स लाइक दिस मॉडल इज गुड, इसके रिजल्ट पे भरोसा किया जा सकता है। So that is the production stage. We are calling that model is in production now. Now it is producing results. It is giving business decisions. I can put my money on this. ठीक है जी। Seems fine. So these are the all stages which are involved in a Christian framework. Now, any question? I would take a minute, maybe. Maybe. Any questions? No. Nil questions. Nobody. No questions. Everybody getting everything. You try to learn. Rushil, you should learn whatever you you can. Learning is never harming anyone. चलो जी, अच्छी बात है. Um, Good. Sayali, Kelly, Ajinkya, Nikita, Ronak, Mehta, I mean, Manish, Richa, Jatin, Deepak, Akash, Ronak second, Sanjay, Shweta, Bhavesh, Isha, Jayank, Paras, Neva and Varun, Nikita Sharma this time, Rishabh, Rajan, Amit and Rushil. छूट गया कोई मुझसे? छूटा तो नहीं कोई मुझसे? ओके. थोड़ा सा पेशेंस जैंक. We are starting modeling itself next weekend. And yes, Rushil, that's machine learning. That's where machine learning will start. देखेंगे. अच्छा, बुक. ओके. बुक ड्रॉप करते हैं. हाँ, मॉडल बिल्डिंग एंड इवोल्यूशन. यस श्वेता, ये हैंड्स ऑन करेंगे आप लोग. सोन है ना. You will be building model and we will be validating that. Offline classes, perhaps, perhaps second week of October, if not first, and still perhaps. So uh, I'm saying perhaps. I don't exactly know. So um, हाँ बिल्कुल, मतलब तिलक लगा के तैयार मत हो जाओ. Hypothesis testing. Ajinkya, that is what I'm sharing that ebook with you people. LMS पे भी content है इसके बारे में, but that book that explains it in way detailed manner. For the quick idea that we have discussed it at length, वो तो हम कर चुके हैं बात. If you really want to go into the depth of that all mathematics behind it, मैं सिर्फ उतना बताना चाहता हूँ आपको जो हमारे डेटा साइंस से रिलेटेड है जिसमें मैथ्स. ठीक है, maybe go through the book that I'll share, because it is way too deep mathematics. अगर see, it is said that a data scientist is someone who is better coder than a mathematician and better mathematician than a coder. So you know, that is the bracket you are playing in between the two. तो स्टैट्स में पीएचडी नहीं करना है हम लोगों ने, लेकिन हमें उतना पता होना चाहिए जितना मेरे डेटा साइंस से रिलेटेड है. If you really want to dive deep, I will share the ebook. I'm doing that. I have sent you a mail already. Just check it out. जरा देखिए तो. Has everybody received it? Check it out and let's have a look. What is that? It has that notepad which I wrote today while describing CRISP-DM framework. So it is for your quick guide. It can act like that. Then it contains a dataset. It's this dataset. You can open that in Excel also. For now, let's not go to our बाद में देख लेंगे. It is a dataset of this kind. हाँ जी, क्या लगता है कैसा dataset है ये? किस बारे में बात कर रहा है? Getting some rough idea, broad idea. Right. Automobiles, cars. हाँ, मैं बोलने को ही था. मॉडल्स ऑफ द कार. मॉडल कहाँ है? मॉडल तो पता ही नहीं. मालूम है क्या बता रखा है उन्होंने? They have just given you a car ID. So this is not unusual in dataset. So this is your first introduction to this kind of variable. What they are giving is उन्होंने cars को ID number दिया हुआ है कुछ 1 2 3 4 करके. So they are not telling you this. These kind of things happen very commonly in industry. We call them masked variables. These are masked. My client doesn't want me to know. वो चाहते हैं आप एनालिसिस करके तो दे दो, लेकिन आपको ये पता नहीं चल रहा है. सपोज आपका एनालिसिस था कि ये कार नंबर 10, ये तो बड़ी घटिया कार है, लेकिन वो ये नहीं देना चाहते हैं. दे डोंट वांट यू टू नो दैट कि ये कार नंबर 10 कौन से ब्रांड की थी, कौन सा मॉडल था. यू कैन डैमेज दैट रेपुटेशन, नो. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आर आल्सो कॉमन. So first variable is that. They are not telling you brand, they are not telling you model, they are just telling you the specifications, the technicals, and several technicals. ठीक है, देख लिया आप लोगों ने ये वेरिएबल्स? हाँ जी, समझ में आ रहा है? व्हाट इज वेरिएबल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है? अरे किस वेरिएबल में मजा आएगा? एनी वेरिएबल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है? अरे आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा समझ में? पक्का? ओके, लेट्स सी। गर्ल्स कह रही है प्राइस, लड़के सोच रहे हैं माइलेज भी तो हो सकता है। हाँ, दूसरा इंटरेस्ट उसमें ही आता है हमें। प्राइस वो तो पापा ने दिया है, पेट्रोल खुद भराना है। तो in this case, not actually mileage, let's stick to price। ठीक है जी। हम देखना चाहते हैं दीज आर कार्स और उनका प्राइस कुछ ऐसा ऐसा है, उनके टेक्निकल्स कुछ ऐसे ऐसे हैं। हम देखना चाहते हैं कार का प्राइस किस हिसाब से डिसाइड हो रहा है। कौन से टेक्निकल पैरामीटर्स हैं जिनके पैसे मांगता है द मैन्युफैक्चरर। कौन से ऐसे टेक्निकल फीचर्स हैं जिनके पैसे देता है कस्टमर। तभी तो बिक रही है इस प्राइस में, तभी तो बन रही है और तभी तो बिक रही है। ठीक है जी, सॉर्टेड। यू विल डू दिस प्रोजेक्ट विद द सीक्वेंस ऑफ व्हाट, क्रिस्प डीएम। You have Christian framework with you. So refer it. What are the stages you have to go through? Okay. So not going into model building, but EDA तक आप लोगों से काम हो जाना चाहिए। ठीक है, करके देखेंगे पक्का। And as usual, I would expect submission by Friday evening. Well, coming to that also, there would be symboling। Symboling क्या होता है? Wheel base। Wheel base क्या होता है? Curve weight ये क्या होता है? So now that question is open-ended. You already know where to go. There is a data dictionary with you. अरे अभी तो बात हुई थी क्रिस्टियन में कि डेटा के साथ एक डेटा डिक्शनरी चलती है। वो हाई है इसके साथ तुम्हारे, तो मेरी जान छोड़ दो। तो ईडीए करेंगे, ईडीए से पहले डेटा समझना है, डेटा समझेंगे कैसे कैसे। डिक्शनरी आपके पास है, इंटरनेट आपके पास है, तो थिंक अबाउट इट। ना ना, अरे गया, स्पॉक गया तुम्हारा, होगा काम उसका। बट इन सबसे पहले इन सबसे पहले क्या जरूरी है, इस सबसे पहले क्या जरूरी है, थोड़ा सा बिजनेस भी समझना। क्या कह रही है? वुमन पावर। वुमन पावर कहीं ये तो नहीं कह रहे हो कि हमारा ऑटोमोबाइल में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है? ये तो मैकेनिकल वालों का काम होता है। नॉट नाउ। हाँ, तो अब मत कहना ऐसे कि ये मेरा काम नहीं है। इट इज एवरीबॉडी जॉब। इट्स अ क्लाइंट टॉकिंग टू यू। पैसे देगा पैसे, ऐसे कैसे मना कर दोगे? चलो ठीक है, so with that, let's end this here today। I'll send you the book, the link of the book, or maybe I will download it myself and share the G drive link। Okay, so by today evening I'll do that। Let's call it a day। So bye bye, take very good care of yourself, happy weekdays, and we will meet next week, and your exciting journey of machine learning begins next week। I would highly recommend nobody to miss that session। Please be here। Anyway, you are getting recordings, but please, being live will help you, really help you। Okay, very fine। So bye bye, take care। Very welcome, everybody. Signing off.